A very good evening to all of you, my dear kids. I am Manisha Das on behalf of Etuson family. Welcome you all to today's class. Let me remind you that our Etuson family is providing quality education for your better tomorrow. So don't forget to be a part of our Etuson family. So my dear class 9 students, today we are at the part 2 of our lesson Natural Resources, and in today's part we will be discussing about the importance of water and soil and how they are getting polluted and what are the steps we can take to make them pollution free. So are you ready for today's class? Let's get started. So what are the points we are going to discuss today? We will be discussing about importance of water, water pollution, effects of water pollution, soil, making of soil, soil pollution and soil erosion. So फर्स्ट थिंग इज वाटर ए वंडर लिक्विड. आपने ये सब सुना होगा, वाटर को हम क्या बोलते हैं? यूनिवर्सल सॉल्वेंट. क्योंकि वाटर क्या कर सकती है? बहुत सारी चीज़ों को अपने अंदर मिला सकती है. ओके वो क्या कर सकती है? अपने अंदर बहुत सारी चीज़ों को डिजॉल्व कर सकती है. राइट. एंड वाटर क्या है? वी नीड इट फॉर आवर लाइफ. फॉर लिविंग वी नीड वाटर. वाटर हमें किस में हेल्प करती है? ड्रिंकिंग के लिए, वॉशिंग अवर क्लोथ्स, डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ लाइफ प्रोसेस हमारे बॉडी में वाटर के वजह से होती है. और किस लिए? डाइजेशन होती है वाटर के वजह से. राइट. एंड द रिमूवल ऑफ वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट्स ऑल्सो they are getting extracted from our body with the help of water only. Right. So animals, plants, all the living things, everybody needs water. Okay. So water is one of the major resource that determine life on our earth. अर्थ दूसरे प्लैनेट से अलग क्यों है? बिकॉज वी हैव एयर एंड वाटर एंड प्रॉपर टेम्परेचर. राइट. सो वाटर इज ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज, सो व्हाट इज द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ वाटर? एज आई हैव टोल्ड यू. सो देखो, हमारी बॉडी में सेल के अंदर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ प्रोसेसेस, लाइफ प्रोसेस आर टेकिंग प्लेस, लाइक डाइजेशन and circulation and excretion. Everything takes place under certain medium, that is in water medium. So water is very much important for the transportation process, for the removal of waste products, for digestion, for absorption, everything. Right. So water is very important for us. And see, marine plants and animals, they also grow in water. Okay. So for them water is also very important. Right. Yes. Now next is water pollution. We know that pollution is increasing day by day. Okay. For these industries, the waste products from the industries are getting added in the water resources like our rivers, ponds, seas, oceans, because of which the marine life which is inside the aquatic life which is inside the water, they are getting affected, and due to which some microorganisms, disease causing microorganisms, they are growing in the polluted water. And if we are drinking the polluted water, we might suffer from so many diseases. Right. Okay. So the same thing it is written here. So most part of the earth is covered by water. Right. So water is present in very much amount, but we can only use the fresh water for drinking purpose, which is very less in quantity, and those fresh water is present in the ice. Yes. And the glaciers. Okay. Ice covered in the mountains and the rivers and ponds. Right. But the river and pond water are also getting polluted, and which we cannot be used directly, and we are purifying them. Right. And in the agricultural practices, whenever we are using fertilizers or pesticides, they are also getting added with the water, and the water is going down the soil, and it is causing soil pollution also, and the aquatic life is also getting affected. Right. Okay. Now next is effects of water pollution. See, as I have told you, if the undesired products, undesired materials will be added with the water bodies, the water is getting polluted. Right. And these polluted water can cause so many diseases. Right. And it can affect the water aquatic life also. They can cause many waterborne diseases. Right. They can kill the fishes which live inside the water, because if pollution will be there, the biological oxygen demand will increase. It means the oxygen will be shortage there, which in turn will kill the aquatic life. Understood? Yes. Now effects of water pollution, see, there will be change in temperature. Okay, if the factories, okay, in the factories some hot water is getting released, if they will release the hot water into the water resources directly, what will happen? There will be change in the temperature, because of which the aquatic life cannot adjust their body temperature with it and they will die. Understood? Now next resource is soil, right? Soil is also very important for us, because basically for food we are dependent on plants, and the plants get food and nutrients from the soil only, right? So soil is indirectly or directly very important to us, and soil is having different types of texture. Have you wondered how the soil are getting formed? We will be discussing later, right? So basically in soil it is generally a mixture, okay, and the top layer of the soil is called as the crust. Okay, the earth's top layer is called as the crust. Okay, and so many different types of minerals are present in the top layer of the soil, right? And see how they are formed. They are formed by the breaking down of rocks, which is called as the process of withering. Withering means breaking down of rocks. Okay, it can be broken down with the help of wind, it means external force, or by the help of water also. See, if अगर टेम्परेचर बढ़ जाए, okay, if the temperature will rise suddenly, what will happen? And suddenly it will get cooled, there will be a crack. The crack will be formed between the rocks, and the rocks will again be broken down into smaller pieces, and these smaller pieces after so many thousands of years getting formed as soil, right? So how they help? Water. How the water help? Water help in two ways. First one is they will form cracks in between the rocks, and later the water will get freeze, and again it will cause the crack to widen up. Okay, and secondly how it will help? In the second way, it will flow in between the rock and it will tear, it will wears away the even the hard rock after a period of time. Okay, and dhire dhire the rock will be converted into smaller particles, which will be converted into the soil, right? Okay, now so the process that makes soil, again by wind. By wind the water will rub against the rocks and wears them down. Strong winds also erode rocks down, right? So wind क्या करेगी? When the wind will blow, they will break down these rocks into smaller pieces, and they will be accumulated and they will form a layer of soil, right? Okay, living organisms also influence the formation of soil. Okay, the lichens, okay, they just digest the upper surface of the rock and they help in the withering of the rocks. Okay, like the small plants also, small animals also, they cause the breaking down of the rocks, which will help them to make soil. So soil is having different layers. Okay, top layer is there. So soil is basically a mixture. Whose mixture? Mixture of different types of rocks, clay, different types of minerals, and living particle. It means living organisms, they excrete something. Okay, so the bits of decayed living organism, that is called as the humus, which is very much essential for a good production, good crop production. Okay, and it also has so many microscopic organisms. Okay, so on the basis of the soil texture, okay, from the different types of rocks, different types of soils are formed, and on the basis of the quality of their particles, they are divided into different types. Okay, now see, in soil, okay, in soil different types of animals you can see, like the earthworm also live inside them. So many microorganisms live inside them, which will help the plant or the crop to, yes, to grow nicely. So the topmost layer of the soil is containing so many humus, which is very much essential for the good growth of the plant. And see how the soil is getting polluted because of the industrial waste and because of the using of different types of plastics, non-biodegradable things, which will be added with the soil, and they will cause soil pollution, and they will surely affect the fertility of the soil. They may cause the shortage of water retaining capacity, the shortage of water holding capacity, which will in turn will cause soil pollution, and because of the soil pollution, what will happen? The fertility of the soil will be decreasing, right? Okay, so if the soil will get polluted, the organisms which will be living inside the soil, they will also die. The good microorganisms, the earthworms, they will also die, right? Okay, so what is soil erosion? Basically it is the washing away of the top fertile soil, that is called as soil erosion. Can you tell what is the major cause of soil erosion? Yes, deforestation. See, the function of trees, the roots of the trees is to hold the soil tightly, right? If we will go on cutting down the trees, what will happen? There will be no roots, and the roots cannot hold the soil further, which will cause the soil erosion. Because of heavy rain, because of a small amount of rain also, the top fertile soil will go blown away. With the help of wind also, the soil erosion happens mainly basically in the hilly region, because their plantation is not much, because of that soil erosion takes place. Okay, so with this we have completed this part. So we must be careful how we will take care of our water and soil, right? Because if there is no water, there is no life. It means if there is no blue, there will be no green. Green means plant, right? Without water, can a plant live? And in the same way, without soil, can a plant live? No, right? So we must be taking care of all of the natural resources, right? I hope you have understood. So with this, I would like to request you be a part of our Etuson family. Don't forget to watch, like, share and subscribe to our channel. Till then, stay safe, stay happy and thank you. Happy reading.